Okay, welcome to Electrical Machine 1 lecture. This is lecture number 17. In previous lecture, parallel operation and polarity test of transformer has been discussed. The necessary condition for the parallel operation is that their turns ratio should be same, polarity should be same, voltage of the secondary winding should be same. Then it will these two transformer can be connected in parallel. Parallel transformer means where the primary winding is connected to common source and the secondary winding connected to the common load. That is then it is called as a parallel operation. If the only primary winding is connected to common source and secondary winding supplying power to individual load, then it will not be a parallel operation. It is parallel connected, but not the parallel operation. So for the parallel operation, these are the two desirable necessary conditions. And desirable conditions are, first is that their internal impedance should be equal. The ratio of their winding resistance to reactance should be equal. Then under such these two desirable conditions, if these two desirable conditions are satisfied, the transformer will share the power as per their capacity. It means that two different capacity of the transformer can be connected in parallel, but the necessary condition and desirable condition should be fulfilled. Today we will see some numerical based on a parallel operation. Now example is like that: a two single phase transformer with equal turns. So there are two single phase transformers with equal turns where A1 is equal to A2, where A1 and A2 is the turns ratio of transformer 1 and transformer 2. Having the impedances, say impedance Z1 is equal to or ZA. In the previous derivation, we have considered ZA, ZB, IA, IB. So ZA is equal to 0.5 plus J 3 ohms, and ZB is equal to 0.6 plus J 10 ohm. This is the impedances of transformer A and transformer B. With respect to the secondary, means it is referred to the secondary winding. The impedances are referred to the secondary winding. If they operate in parallel, determine how they will share the total load of 100 kilowatt. So the total load is equal to 100 kilowatt at 0.8 power factor lag, isn't it? So these are the data given for the parallel operation. Now here, given that ZA is equal to 0.5 plus J3, it is equal to 3.04 at an angle of 80.6 ohms. ZB is equal to 0.6 plus J10, which is equal to 10.02 at an angle of 86.6 degree. This is the impedances. Therefore, ZA plus ZB, we need somewhere ZA plus ZB in denominator. So ZA plus ZB is equal to 1.1 addition of these two plus J13, which is equal to 13.05 at an angle of 85.2 degree. This is the ZA plus ZB. Now the total load is given as total load is equal to 100 kilowatt. It is in kilowatt at 0.8 power factor lag. So it can be converted into the kVA. or it can be converted into the kVA. First, we will convert into the kVA load. Load in kVA is equal to 100 divided by 0.8, which is equal to 125 kVA. And the cos of 0.8, cos of theta is equal to 0.8. It is given. Therefore, theta is equal to 36.86. That is the cos inverse of 0.8. Okay. So here, we can write as load SL. Load is SL, which is in a complex number. It is in the kVA. That is, it can be written as a kVA at an angle of, it is angle. Okay. So kVA is 125. Angle is 36.86. But it is a lagging one. So minus sign. So minus 36.86. Now kVA shared by, so these are the important calculations. This is ZA plus ZB. Okay. And it is the load in kVA, or it is in complex form. So now load shared by transformers SA, load shared by transformer A, is equal to ZB upon ZA plus ZB into SL. So put these values, which is equal to ZA. ZA already calculated. It is in 10.02 at an angle of 86.6 divided by ZA plus ZB. It is 13.05 at an angle of 85.2 multiplied by 125 at an angle of minus 36.86. So by this way, the load shared by transformer A, SA, is equal to 96 at an angle of minus 35.5 degree. It means that load kVA is equal to 96 kVA and power and theta at an angle of 35.5 lagging. So load is in the lagging condition, or it may written as load shared in kilowatt is equal to 96 into cos of minus 35.5 equals to 78.2 kilowatt. So the transformer A is shared 78.2 kilowatt, or in kVA it is 96 kV. SB, load shared by transformer B, ZA plus ZB into SL. It is equal to, what is ZA? It is 3.04 at an angle of 80.6 divided by 13.05 at an angle of 85.2 into load kVA SL. It is 125 multiplied by, at an angle of minus 36.86. So it is equal to 29.1 at an angle of minus 41.5. So it is SB. This is the load kVA supplied by transformer B. Or it can be written as the kVA supplied by transformer B is 29.1 kVA, and it is in kilowatt, is equal to 29.1 into cos of minus 41.5 equals to 21.8 kilowatt, isn't it? So addition of these two is nothing but the 100 kVA, 100 kilowatt, and kVA plus this kVA is equal to 125 kVA. This is the load shared by transformer B. Load shared by transformer B. Now look at this load shared by transformer 1 and transformer 2. Transformer A is sharing 78.2 kilowatt, whereas load shared by transformer B is 21.8 kilowatt. Now see what is the impedance of transformer B. Transformer B is 0.6 plus J10, okay, and for transformer A 0.5 plus J3. It is quite clear that, which is in the last derivation we have proved that the transformer whose impedance is higher, it will share less load. See here, the impedance of transformer 2 or transformer B is 0.6 plus J10, which is greater than 0.5 plus J3. So the transformer B is sharing less load, whereas the transformer whose impedance is smaller than the transformer B is sharing higher load. So in the previous derivation, we come to this equation as SA upon SB, which is equal to ZB upon ZA. It means that SA is inversely proportional to the impedance of own, correct? Smaller the resistance, higher power shared by that transformer. The higher the impedance of transformer, it will share less power. So this is the conclusion came from this example. Okay, so just remember the transformer whose impedance is more, it will share less power, and the transformer whose impedance is higher, it will share, the transformer whose impedance is low, it will share higher power, and the transformer whose impedance is higher, it will share less power. Now suppose the impedances of both transformer is same, then it will share equal power if they have the equal capacity in the kVA. Okay. Now next example, two single phase transformer A and B are connected in parallel. So again two transformer. Example 2. Okay. Two single phase transformer are connected in parallel. Okay, whose name is A and B. They have same kVA rating, but their resistances are respectively, and their leakage reactances are this much. Okay, So have a same KVA, same KVA ratings. So both transformer have same KVA rating, but their impedances are like that. ZA impedance, their resistances are 0.005, 0.005, and impedance for second transformer, the resistance is 0.01 plus impedances are 0.05, reactance is 0.05 plus J 0.04 ohm per unit. If A is operating on full load at 0.8 power factor, so operates transformer A is operating at full load 0.8 power factor lag. What will be the load on B? Lag. Then what will be the load on B? Okay, this is the here the transformer rating is same, isn't it? Transformer ratings are same, so it can be written as what is our equation? Load shared by transformer A is equal to ZB upon ZA plus ZB, and SB is equal to load shared by transformer B is ZB ZA ZA upon ZA plus ZB. This is the our general equation. Therefore, SA upon SB is equal to, or SB upon SA. We'll take the opposite. ZB upon ZA is equal to SB upon SA is equal to ZA upon ZB, isn't it? Now, what is the ZA? ZA, as it is given 0.005 plus J 0.5 per unit. This is in per unit. So it can be written as percentage ZA can be written as 0.5 plus J 5. Similarly, percentage B ZB can be written as 1 plus J 4 ohms. Isn't it? It is in percentage. Now, it is given that transformer A is operating at full load. So SA is operating at full load whose capacity is SA at an angle of minus 36.86, where cos of theta is equal to 0.8. Therefore, theta is equal to minus 36.86. Isn't it? So, and it is operating at full load. So, we will realize that SA is equal to SA, it's a full load capacity. Okay. Now, ZB is equal to, what is ZB is equal to? SA into ZA upon ZB. Put these values, which is equal to ZA, it is a full load. Okay, so it is SA as it is, because the full load capacity is not given, minus 36.86 multiplied by 0.5 plus J5, then 1 plus J4 is equal to 1.22 SA at an angle of minus 28.57. It is the power supplied by transformer B. Okay, this is the power shared by transformer B. Is it? Now, cost of minus 28.57 is equal to 0.878 lakh. Okay, it means that transformer B is working 22%. 1.22 means transformer B is working 22% overload at 0.878 power factor lag, isn't it? Now look at to the figures. ZA is 0.5 plus J4, isn't it? And whereas the second, it is 1 plus J4, isn't it? So here the ratio of resistance to reactance for transformer B is smaller, therefore it will share more power. Their resistance to reactance ratio is same. If the resistance to reactance ratio of both transformer is same, they will share equal power, isn't it? Here the kVA rating of the transformer is same, but here what is the difference? The ratio of resistance to reactance is different. The transformer A has the resistance to reactance ratio is 0.5 divided by 5, which is smaller. Okay, and here the transformer ratio is 1/4. So therefore, the difference between the resistance to reactance ratio, two transformer will share a different load in the even though they have a same capacity. Okay. A 500 kVA transformer with 1% resistance and 5% reactance is connected in parallel with 250 kVA transformer with 1.5% resistance and 4% reactance. Okay, so first we'll write the given data. Transformer A, suppose the transformer A, ZA, okay, transformer A is 500 kVA, whose impedance ZA, it is given as 1% and 5%, 1 plus J5. Okay, it is in percentage. Okay, percentage impedance. ZB, transformer B is equal to 250 kVA, and percentage impedance ZB is equal to 1.5 plus 4, 1.5 plus J 4 ohms. Okay. The secondary voltage of each transformer is 400 volts. So the load voltage VL is equal to 400 volt. On no load, find how they share a load of 750. Total load is 750 kVA 0.8 power factor lag. Okay. Now, so here ZA and ZB is given. So ZA is percentage ZA is 1 plus J5, which is equal to 5.1 at an angle of 78.7 degree. Okay, it is the base load is 500 kVA. The two transformer one is 500 kVA, second transformer is 250 kVA, higher capacitor transformer. So the base kVA we will take as a 500 kVA. Okay, whereas ZB is equal to on the 500 kVA. So 500 kVA divided by the kVA rating of transformer multiplied by the impedance. What is the impedance? 1.5 plus J4, which is equal to 3 plus J8. Here the base load, base kVA we have taken is a 500 kVA, which is equal to 8.55 at an angle of 69.4 degree. Okay. Now, SA and SD. SA is equal to ZB upon ZA plus ZB into SL. So if you put the values of this one, we'll get 470 at an angle of minus 40.4 degree. That is, the kVA rating is 470 kVA and power factor is equal to 0.762 lakh. Okay. Similarly, SB, load shared by second transformer, ZA upon ZA plus ZB into SL. SL is nothing but here it is given that 0.8 power factor. So it means that SL is equal to 750 kVA. Already it is given in kVA minus 36.86. Inverse cos of 0.8 is equal to 36.86. So put these values in the formula. So it is equal to 280 kVA and power factor is equal to 0.856 lakh. Okay. So again, the transformer, small transformer take the smaller load, 250 kVA taking load is more than 280 kVA, it is more than its capacity, and whereas the transformer whose capacity is 500 kVA is sharing less than its capacity. So reason is that the resistance to reactance ratio of both transformer is not same. It is 3/8, it is 1/5. So here the ratio, if the ratio of resistance to reactance is same, even though the turns ratio is same, transformer definitely share the load, but the sharing of load not depend upon their capacity. So here the transformer whose capacity is 500, it is sharing 750. The capacity of transformer is here is 500 kVA. So it is under load. Whereas the transformer whose capacity is 250 kVA, but it is overloaded. And it is because of unequal turns, unequal resistance to reactance ratio. So desirable condition is turns ratio should be same, resistance to reactance ratio should be same, then and then it will share the power. So it is a desirable condition. No doubt, the transformer, two transformer may be connected with a different resistance to react ratio, but the sharing of the load does not depend upon their capacity. If the load is, suppose here the load is only 500 kV, load, suppose the load is only 500 kV, then there is no problem, isn't it? Both the transformer are loaded as per their loaded unequally, means a small capacity transformer will load more and higher capacity transformer will share power less, but the total load is smaller than their capacity, so there is no problem. Both transformer is going to work under its capacity. But if the load is equal to their capacity, definitely one transformer will share less load. So underloaded, second will be overloaded. Okay, one more example we'll take. A load of 1400 kVA 0.866 power factor. So here the load is equal to 1400 kVA at 0.866 power factor, like supplying by two three-phase transformer, supplied by two three-phase transformers. Both are working in parallel. Transformer of 100 kVA and 500 kVA. Say SA is equal to capacity of one transformer. Transformer A is equal to 1000 kVA and transformer B is equal to 500 kVA. The ratio of transformation is same in both. Transformation ratio, okay, is equal to 6600/400 volt. Delta connected. It means that here A1 and A2 is same. Here the only figures are given. It doesn't matter. It is only for confusion. If the equivalent secondary impedances are ZA is equal to 0.001 plus J 0.003 and ZB is equal to 0.0028 plus J 0.005 ohm respectively per phase. Definitely it is in per phase. Every calculation, even in the three-phase transformer, is the per phase calculation. So the formula will remain same. Calculate the load and power factor of each transformer. Okay. So first of all, this is the base load is there. So, what is the difference? The difference is that the capacity of transformer are different. So we will calculate the impedances on equal capacity. So ZA is equal to 0.001 plus J 0.003 as it is, whereas ZB is equal to, it is a 500. So 1000 divided by 500 into 0.0028 plus J 0.005. Okay. So it is equal to 0.0056 plus J 0.01 ohms. Okay. Now ZA plus ZB. We can calculate, but this is the calculation is based on your practices. Either first you calculate ZA plus ZB ready, or simply ZA upon ZA plus ZB is equal to ZA plus ZB is equal to it is directly I write it is 0.2032 plus at an angle of 8.5 degree. Okay, this is the value. Now, as SL load, SL is equal to given it is 1400 kVA at an angle of cos inverse of 0.866, which is equal to 1400. It is a kVA at an angle of -30. Okay. Therefore, the load shared by transformer B, SB, load shared by transformer B, ZB, is equal to ZA upon ZA plus ZB into SL, which is equal to 0.2032 at an angle of 8.5 multiplied by this value. It is a 1400 at an angle of -30 equals to 284.5 at an angle of 21.5. It means that the 284.5 kVA load shared by the transformer B and power factor is 0.93. Okay. Now for transformer A. SA is equal to ZB upon ZA plus ZB into SL, which is equal to, by all this calculation, it comes 1145 at an angle of -32.2 degree. So it is it means that load shared by transformer whose capacity is 1000 kVA is supplying more than its capacity, and the transformer whose capacity is low, it is underload. Power factor is 0.846. What would be the reason? Again, the reason is that they does not have equal resistance to reactance ratio. Okay. Transformer B reactance is small as compared to this one. Okay, so it's supplying less power. So these are some numerical based on parallel operation of transformer.